Now that you've made this move, and what's kind of been the response you've gotten from the team and the players, whatnot, in terms of bringing Gortat?
Well, I think our players have played against him, and they understand that we're getting a quality player who's had some real success in the NBA. It fortifies our front line. It gives us a lot more size, obviously. And now it's time to get him acclimated to playing with his teammates.
In the injury to Emeka, in terms of if this deal had not, if he had not had this injury, would you be more or less likely to make this deal with Gortat?
Well, obviously, if Emeka didn't have the surgery, probably it wouldn't have been as imperative for us to get another big man in there. We don't know what his status will be. Obviously, Emeka was very frustrated by his situation, and there's really no time frame for him. But probably if Emeka was healthy, it would not have been as important for us to get another big man.
How do you expect this team to look different now on the court, now that you have a guy like Gortat?
Well, we're going to be a big team once again. We can move Nene back to his natural position as the power forward, and it gives us a lot more flexibility, a lot more versatility. We can go really big. We can go smaller. We can even play Al and Nene and Gortat together and go really big. So it gives us a lot more versatility, and it gives us another solid veteran who's a good defender. He runs the floor well. He's a good rebounder, and he's an experienced player.
You said earlier when we were discussing before the season about making the playoffs that you always feel pressure to make the playoffs. Did that have how big of an impact did that have that Mr. Leonsis said, we got to be a playoff team this year?
Well, I think we've all said that all year. It hasn't just been Ted, it's been all of us. And I think that's our goal. We want to get there. And we were down a big man, and we needed to replace that big man. And we were fortunate to be able to get a player like Marquine. And I think this is a trade that works for both teams. You know, Phoenix is a different place right now. They're rebuilding, and we're in a place where we want to be a playoff contender and make the playoffs.
Have you made a decision on the other players that you acquired in the trade? If you're going to waive them for
We haven't made a final decision yet, but obviously we have a lot of players on our roster, and by Monday we have to get down to the 15-man limit.
And you expect Gortat to be here? Is he already physically in town yet, or
he's coming in today? Yes.
Is he? And he'll be practicing by Monday.
Well, hopefully he'll be practiced by Monday. Obviously, the trade has to be finalized, but we hope to have him practice by Monday.
I just want to ask a question about the job that Randy's done, and just what you expect him to do to lead this team going forward this season.
Well, obviously, the players have responded to Randy. He's done a very good job with these guys. We're competitive every night. We play hard. We've established that we can be a real good defensive team, and we have to continue to do that. And last year, at the end of the year, we also established that we could be a real good home court team, and we have to continue to be a good home court team and just have the whole team come together. And we showed that we can compete when we come to play, and we play good defense, and we share the basketball. We can compete with most teams, and we want to continue that and build on that.
What kind of flexibility does this Gortat deal give you in terms of on the floor, and how you can mix and match your talent?
Well, it gives us a lot of versatility. We can go real big. He's a very good runner, so it's not going to affect our up-tempo game because we do want to be a running team, and he's a very good runner for a big man. We can go real big. We can go smaller. It gives you another big man, and we can match up with the bigger lineups. And if we want to go small, we can also do that.
But it also gives you flexibility in terms of the deal that you made. You saved a little bit of money as well.
Well, we saved a little bit of money. I think money is almost even in this trade. It does give us flexibility moving forward from a salary cap standpoint next summer. If things work the way we hope they will, we can keep some of our players, and if something becomes available that we want to make a play for, we also have the flexibility to do that.
You become a player, though, in terms of potentially landing another max player in the offseason next year.
That could become available to us if that's the direction we want to go in, but we'll worry about that next summer.
How much was the back and forth discussion with Phoenix regarding the first round pick being protected? How much did the deal hinge on that? Can we determine on that?
Well, obviously, anytime you have a trade, you always have a lot of discussion and a lot of back and forth, and I think we were both comfortable where we ended up, and I think this was a fair deal for both sides.
What did Emeka give this team during his year here?
Well, Emeka brought a lot of professionalism to the team, a great work ethic. He's a very good rebounder, a very good defensive player, quality person who you can depend on a nightly basis. And I think he's frustrated, and we all feel for him because he takes care of his body so well, just about better than anybody I've ever been around. And for him to have an injury, is unfortunate.
When you spoke to him, did he kind of understand the position you all were in? To have-
Absolutely. He was very professional about everything. I think he enjoyed his time here, and he understands the circumstances of this trade.